You're really taking your chances coming here. I mean, literally, you are going to be taking your chances. I'm going to use this deck of cards, this die, and this penny to start the show, start the reading, and we're going to do some things that are random to get you going. Hello, I am Trip. This is Real Nature Trip. I do tarot, and I love you. And yeah, and I am just resurfacing after being about 3 levels deep of Earth life. And whoo, oh man, okay. Sorry if I sound a little congested, huh? I hope that doesn't take away from the sexiness of this. Maybe it adds a layer of like, you know, hey, maybe I'll lean into the hey. All right, so what I'm gonna do with this deck of cards is I'm gonna deal 1 card, Jack of Diamonds, and then I'm gonna deal as many cards as it takes to get a different suit on the next pile. And the first one's a diamond, so then the second one is a spade. So now I'm gonna deal as many as it takes to get to either hearts or clubs, right? Spade, 1, club, 2, only 2. This is really efficient. Okay, well, diamond, heart. All right, so this actually, I might not need the penny because what I was gonna do is I was gonna roll the dice in 2 different ways. One is whatever number comes up, that whichever stack has the closest number to that, how many there are in there, then that's the one we'll go with. And then, but the other way you could do it is exclude 5 and 6 on this and say whatever number, that's the pile, right? But now there's a pile of 1 and 2 piles of, there's 3 piles of 2. So this is 1, 2, 2, 2. 2, 2, 2 as I'm saying that. I mean, not on the clock, just in the pile. So I might not need the penny. So I'm gonna just say, hey, 1 through 4, 6, 1 through 4, let's try it again. 1, Jack of Diamonds. There was only 1 in this. Are we talking about some pentacles today, some earthly stuff? Let's flip this coin anyway. It's a penny. I still have them. Heads. Hold on. 1973. 1973. What happened in 1973? My sister was born. My ex-wife was born. I love her. I love her too. Oh, why am I shuffling these? Hey, by the way, I wonder if you can see this on the camera. I just noticed this morning. They're worn out here. That's from me shuffling. I've shuffled these things so much that they've actually indented on the end. Isn't that crazy? Huh. Maybe I need to find more to do. Well-worn cards. My tarot cards are starting to, I'm not wearing them out, but they're starting to, you know, they're starting to get to know me. To know me. Speaking of knowing me, I put out a video on Saturday, fully expecting, actually I didn't know what to expect. I thought it would be horrific and who knows what, and a mass exodus of subscribers and friends just because of the little title. And it really did no ripple. I was like, what? I did an inflammatory kind of, you know, attention grabbing, rage baiting, whatever kind of title. But I did kind of, you know, do the old switcheroo in there a little bit and vented. And that was the part I wasn't, I could, you know, but I also felt required to do it. Okay. So maybe we're thinking about money. Maybe we're thinking about jobs and people and stuff, earthly stuff. Let's see where the cards go, and it might not be related. And I'm okay because I'm fearless now. I've got my power back today. We got 7 of wands, and it was in reverse. We got Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And we got the Tower in reverse. I'm gonna turn this deck because I don't like this much reverse. Oh man, okay, I mean, it's overall picture, flipping things on their head. You know, the tower in reverse still looks like a tower crumbling down, crumbling up. Oh boy, oh boy. We got a 7 and we got a well, I can't read this upside down. Is that a 16? A 7 and a 16? They add up to be 23, which adds up to be, which breaks down to be a 5, which is change. I mean, everything's flipped over. That feels like change to me. Doesn't it feel like change to you? Change, change. I just had change out here. I brought a penny out here. And changed how I had to use it. I had to adapt right on the spot because of the conditions that were laid before me. I had to adapt. Is that what we're talking about? Adapting to change? That makes so much sense. Adapting to change. I did not set that up, y'all. I did not set that up. I did not set that up. Change. We're looking at change. I told y'all January was going to be a very interesting month. I knew it was going to be interesting, and it is not. It's what are we, the 12th? And I'm not disappointed. I mean, I'm not excited. I mean, I'm excited, but no, it's interesting. 6 of Wands. The Hanged Man. This feels a little calmer. And the 5 of Pentacles, but in reverse. And that's so funny because I thought maybe this will be about Pentacles, and both Pentacles that have come out in reverse. So this feels a little calmer, but I want to read this 5 of Pentacles. Man, okay, so the first grouping was like change, and it felt like big change. And then, and things being flipped. And then this one feels a little more organized and calm. But this 5 of Pentacles in reverse, I would like to read it because maybe it is, because when it's regular, when 5 of Pentacles is regular, oops, we're like, you know, huddled up, getting through in the storm. It's kind of negative and whatever. So I'm super curious about in reverse. But I mean, we're at the Hanged Man. This is a chill pause. This is in the middle of it. It feels like keeping calm in the middle of the storm. Pentacles. Where are my 5s? Dissonance. Bankruptcy. Oh dear, dear. I hope no one's dealing with bankruptcy, or if you are, that it's to help, right? Kind of bankruptcy clears the slate. Oh my gosh. Bankruptcy. Think about what bankruptcy is. I was so scared of it when I heard it as a kid, you know, like, oh gosh, they are destitute. I mean, it pretty much meant death, right? Because of the finance, bankruptcy. Oh dear, how deep is this message, Spirit? Oh dear, I did not knock on my card. Come on, come on. I am a vessel, I am a vessel, I am a vessel. Let me lubricate the vessel. Oh. Spirit, I'm sorry I didn't consult you before this reading, but here, this is what I usually do. Spirit, please help me be a vessel, or let me be a vessel for you to get a message to those that need it at this time, or whatever it is that you know, the message you think that you want to send, a helpful message. I know you're already doing it, but I want to make sure this is our double check. Anything? Bankruptcy. So in one way, I think these people that have gone bankrupt in the past, I do believe family members of mine have done it. And actually, there's the most famous person in the world right now. When in the early 80s, I remember they went bankrupt, and I thought, oh, that's too bad. Big rich guy went bankrupt. He's off the map. I thought he was done deal. I'm like a 10 to 12-year-old kid, and I thought, poor fella, see you later. Little did I know. But bankruptcy, it just means like you're so underwater that it's almost like here's zero. So, but we're going to let you breathe. Oh man, it's kind of a reset. There's a reset. Bankruptcy is a reset. And yeah, you're at ground zero when you come out. And I know that, you know, the credit people have put a big, you know, I don't know, 7 years, 10, I don't, whatever it is they do for your credit. But that's their system. It's their game. And maybe you're leaving the game. Maybe the big game is having a problem. That's the other thing. Maybe the big game is having a problem because there's plenty of big game stuff going on out there. But all this time, though, look at the calmness here and the pause, the calm pause, and the ability to kind of reorganize the chaos. I mean, that 6 sequentially comes after, well, 6, 7, never mind, 6 and 7. Gosh dang it. But the 6 comes after the chaos of the 5, but before the 7 of the, you know, having to fight off whatever. And then pair that with the hangman. It's like this calm, you know, maybe a reset of everything that just brings you to a place of peace. It's like, cut out the BS. It's saying, yeah, you're cutting out the BS in your life. Oh, and it brings you to a place of peace because, not because, but let me use another example of the food pyramid that just changed. It was actually flipped on its head, and they're saying, eat a whole bunch of real food and barely any fake crap, processed crap. And that flips it on its head. And it's a big admission, you know, that, hey, we've done it wrong all these years since 60, 80, pick your date when we really started going by it. But this bankruptcy makes me think we're also bankrupting an old way of doing things. Like, hey, all that stuff that worked, like let's just use finances. The decisions you made to get in the position that put you into bankruptcy, you're now resetting that, and you can move forward making different kinds of decisions. You don't have to be old bankruptcy bound self. You've done it and you've learned. Oh, this is being a real grown up here. I better do something real silly because I don't want to be too grown up. Spirit, what else? 7 of Pentacles, here we go. Kind of rethinking the whole pentacle thing. 4 of Pentacles in reverse, just kind of letting go of old ideas of what it takes. And the Strength card. Oh, that just gave me the feels and the chills, the chill feels. This is about pentacles and reworking the way you work in this world. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's a job, it's a project, I don't know if it even means about how you make money. This is more about your position in the world and how you see it, you know, and what your daily doings, and you're reconsidering all your daily doings. So let's say that's job and family and house and, you know, You're reconsidering. You're a good little farmer. You've been farming. Look at you. Take your pulse. I'll have to take a double pulse. Well, I can't feel it. I'm rushing. There it is. I'm alive. I am alive and not smelling that great. I should have brushed my teeth. I'm going to talk like this for the rest of the video. But, oh, now I rearranged it and the Strength is in the middle. Accidentally. But yeah, maybe letting go of what you think was important. And if I don't even know who's watching me anymore, but if you're the people that I'm talking to, you've done a lot of this. You've done a lot of letting go and reconsidering. And you've come into your strength, like that you're finding your strength. And let me tell you, we got to keep tapping into this and knowing that we have it. If I'm going to get a tattoo finally, I might just get that Strength card tattooed in a place where I can see it daily to remember. Because when I got pulled under, you forget that you are strong enough to handle all this. The anxiety that comes, I started realizing before I filmed this morning, before I'd filmed in a live studio audience, before I turned this on, I was like, all this anxiety that, like, I had peaked out while I was still working with anxiety, and and then you watch the news and you get the anxiety about whatever, and it's really, is it about your power, and like, it is about the future. You're worried about the future, but is the anxiety coming from thinking that you can't handle what's coming up? Is that where it hits? With stuttery duttery, but is that where anxiety hits, where it makes you feel like, I don't know if I can handle what's coming up? Well, and I think that's where we have to remember we can handle it. And then I had a vision of all the eights. What did it start with? It started with the 8 of Pentacles. And I was like, man, the feeling I'm getting that I need to do is 8 of Pentacles feeling. The guy's sitting down on his bench, head down, just working, doing his thing. And I was like, I feel like that's, if I'm gonna do a reading today, I've got to just head down, just do my thing, and get in. Don't think about the other outside stuff. Just sit down, focus, do your work. Oh, dear, I moved my eyeballs. So, focus. All right, I am doing my work, but I'm not focused. Okay, let's do it. All right, so I thought about the 8 of Pentacles, and then I was like, 8s, and 8s, turn them on their side, infinity, and then I was thinking of the other 8s, and the 8 of Swords, where you're self-imposed, like you trap yourself in your own thoughts and everything. And I had a weekend of that, the last couple of days where, I got myself in there Friday, and the conversation and the whatever, and the newest stuff on the news, and I let myself get pulled under. And last night it was like, I knew it was about 3 layers, because I had to deal with about 3 issues to remind myself that I am 100% worthy, 100% deserving of everything, of love and all of it. And then I started to remember that, oh my gosh, I just talked about strength and handling things, and I can handle a neighbor who thinks whatever, and I can handle whatever's coming down the pike. It's pike, right? But it feels like pipe. Things move down a pipe. A pike, I thought, was like a dam. All right. Justice. Oh, we need you, Justice. Okay, this is in reverse, but the urge in me was wanting to flip it. This is the end of that dark night, baby. But it's in reverse, so I'm gonna be a reader. And the Knight of Wands, this is an omen. It's coming, baby. We're moving. But let's look at these as a group. You got Justice, and we got this movement coming up, and we got this 10 of Swords in reverse. It's the end of a cycle, the end and the beginning. Handy dandy book. Got a Magician on the front. What are these things? Swords? Swords, sea daggers. No, that's not it. All right, where are we? 9, 10. So a regular sword. The conclusion of a thought cycle and ending which has finally arrived. Misery, mutilation, bleakness, not always card of violent death. Oy, 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 oy. You reverse it. I've liked this card upright already, because you see the dawn coming. You see the skies, the dark clouds are disappearing. And it feels like you did this. You killed the old. But in reverse. Let's read it. Blessing, earning. earning with the justice. The justice card is like you get back what you put out. You're not leaking energy, right? There no one's taking from you that isn't giving to you. Everything's, I don't want to use the word fair, but flow. Let's say flow. It's a equal exchange of energy, you know? And it's gonna start moving fast. And I know starting February 17th, we're gonna have a little fun ceremony with Trip, Uncle Pookie, whatever. And yeah, for this year of movement, forward movement. We've got about 5 weeks. And I know what this time is since New Year's. This time between New Year's and the 17th of February, it's not just getting your act together, but I feel like it's going to be waves of testing. You know, like a test pattern. Here you go. Here's a wave. Try it on. What did you learn from it? Oh, it really sucked. What do you need to do now? Relax, loosen up, accept. Oh my gosh, I am confirmation burping now like crazy. Oh my gosh. So maybe that's the point right there. What did I say? I don't even remember what I said. Accepting? Oh. Can I rewind this and watch? No, because then it'll stop. Let's get back to this. Oh, this period of time right now. For the last couple of weeks and the next 5 weeks, I'm going to call it a 7-week period total. We're going through a roller coaster of finding peace, losing our strength, refinding it, losing our peace, you know, being loving, messing it up, you know, working out of fear every once in a while. And I think it's a period of time where we're in the little science experiment. We're in a lab right now, it feels like, almost, where it's just, okay, testing. You know, we're testing the equipment. Oh my gosh, it's like, okay, here comes the play, the whatever. We're testing the lighting, we're testing the cameras, we're testing whatever, our voices, and you know, all of it. We're rehearsing lines. And yeah. And some of us, what are those called? The method actors? You know, they're like, get so deep in it before it's time to perform or before the big shoot, whatever. Some people are deep in it. Some people are just, hey, some people are winging it. What's that called? Like, not ad-libbing. What do you call it? Or you just make it up as you go. What is that called? There's a whole thing. Improv. They've improv. Some people will be improving, some people will be studying their lines, and some people will be so immersed in it that they're just going to act from wherever. Whew. Oh, baby. Just be. Just exist. Just be. Ace of Cups. Oh, timely. Temperance. Oh, dear. And Four of... It's just saying, hey, good things are coming. But you gotta weather the storm. We gotta go through the tests, you know, and these tests are little strength builders. That's all they are. And I am recovering. I'm a recovering. What do you call it? No power haver. All this stuff. I'm a recovering forgetter. Yeah, there we go. I love this for you, and I love you. We're getting there. Well, oh, did I show you all these cards? This is where it's heading. Man, like this one, we just had Justice, and if Justice had a baby with the Star, this is what Justice having a baby. This is the love child of Justice and the Star. Kind of that calm after the storm, but maybe the storm's not over. Maybe finding that calm no matter what's going on in there. Because this is nature out here, right? This is nature. there's bugs eating other bugs, and frogs eating those bugs, and snakes eating those frogs, and a hawk eating that snake, and a fungus eating that dead hawk's body, and a dirt eating that fungus. It's you know what I mean? There's a lot of life and death and whatever going on out there, but nature, she's got a triangle over her heart that I'm just now getting into. 1 foot in the water, 1 foot in the air on land. It's a hopeful sky out there if you're looking. And yeah, the skies are all bright. And the very last card is celebratory. Actually, they were in this order right here. Remember your gifts. Try to be as close to your true nature as possible. And then celebrate, baby. I'm gonna do one of these Earth Warrior cards because while I don't feel my reading ability is greatly improved, grassly improved, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give them 1 shuffle, 2 shuffles, for some reason. Okay, thin to win or thick is sick. Thick is sick. This one's upside down. Medicine horse. Progress on the path. Oh, I love this one. Oh, have you ever gotten to like headbutt a horse or nuzzle a horse or have them nuzzle you? Oh, it makes your heart so happy. Let's read this medicine horse. Progress on the path. Horse medicine liberates the soul from stagnancy, inspiring inner and outer progress. Affirm the precious value of your trust and invest it in worthy recipients, such as the universe, your heart, and your purpose. As trust is strengthened, we just talked about strength, your progress quickens, even as you relax into the certainty that your intuition, instinct, and life itself guide and provide you with. Oh my gosh, let me reread this sentence. This is a long one. As trust is strengthened, your progress quickens, even as you relax into the certainty that your intuition, instinct, and life itself guide and provide you with all that you need. You may sense the inner urge to embrace new opportunities and expand your horizons. Don't hold yourself back. The universe actively supports your desire for positive change. You are destined to go far. Year of the horse is popping up. This is what we're getting ready for, I believe. This is, oh yeah. Man, at first this card didn't look that colorful because I was just looking at it through the camera. I'm hoping maybe you can see all the beautiful colors. Yeah, that's a beautiful one. And yeah, here we go. We got 5 more weeks of ups and downs and preps. Tell me what you're going through. I know it. I feel like you've gone through something the last few days. Because I was. And I feel like we're connected that way. All right. I accept you. I love you. I can't wait to speak to you again. And I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you so hard. I know you could do whatever this is. We still got our pulse. We're still breathing. P.S. I am so glad that these are just visual, auditory, not olfactory. I'd probably have less subscribers after this morning. All right. I love you. Goodbye.